This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
Taehyung kept looking at Y/N again and again. He tried to act normal, but he failed badly. Every time his eyes went to her, his breath became uneven. He slowly let out shaky breaths when no one was watching him. Y/N was sitting a little far from him. She was busy playing with his sister's child. She smiled softly, laughing at the child's silly actions. Her smile was warm and gentle, and it made Taehyung's heart feel weak. He wanted her attention so badly, but she was busy, and that only made him more dy. It was a family function. Everyone was talking, laughing, and enjoying the night. But Taehyung only saw her. She looked too good in her sari. The way the fabric hugged her, the way she moved so easily, it drove him crazy. He tried to look away, but he couldn't. What caught his eyes the most was her waist chain. It rested lightly on her waist and shined under the lights. Every time she moved, it caught his attention again. It felt tempting to him, pulling him in without trying. Taehyung shifted in his place, feeling restless. He missed her even though she was right there. He was her husband, yet tonight again he felt like a lovesick man seeing her for the first time. Clingy, and dy, and deeply in love, he waited for the moment she would finally look at him and smile. Everyone sat close to each other on soft mattresses spread on the floor. People were laughing, passing snacks, and talking loudly. Before anyone could take the place beside Y/N, Taehyung quickly sat down next to her, like it was his rightful spot, and it was. The moment he sat, his hand slipped around her waist. It was slow and firm. Y/N's breath caught, but she stayed quiet. Her face stayed calm, even though her heart was racing. From the outside, they looked normal. Just a married couple sitting together. Hidden from everyone's eyes, Taehyung's fingers softly touched her waist chain. He moved it slowly, like he had all the time in the world. At the same time, he leaned a little closer and let out a deep, heavy breath near her ear. It was quiet, but it was enough to make her cheeks turn red. Y/N kept her eyes on the people in front of her, pretending nothing was happening. Taehyung's mother looked at them and smiled. "Mrs. Kim, you both are sitting so close today. Newly married again or what?" she said teasingly. Y/N smiled nervously. Y/N, "No, auntie. There is just less space," she said, only to feel more embarrassed on her words. Taehyung nodded quickly. "Taehyung, yes. Very less space," he said seriously, while his hand still stayed at her waist. His sister, Anode, narrowed her eyes. "Anode, why are you breathing like that, Taehyung? Are you sick?" Taehyung cleared his throat. "Taehyung, no. It's hot." Y/N bit her lip to stop herself from smiling. His cousin laughed. "Cousin, hot? You are sitting under the fan, drama king." Taehyung shrugged. "Taehyung, fan is not enough." While everyone laughed, his fingers moved again, lightly playing with the chain. Y/N's shoulders stiffened for a second. She quickly grabbed a cushion and hugged it. Y/N, "Anode, please pass the snacks." She said a bit too fast. His sister handed her the bowl and whispered loudly. Anode, why are you both acting so weird today? Taehyung smiled innocently. Taehyung, we are normal. At the same time, he leaned closer to Y/N and whispered softly, only for her. Taehyung. You look too good. I am trying very hard, you see. Her ears turned red instantly. She elbowed him lightly, without looking at him. Y/N, behave. She whispered back. He chuckled quietly, still and dy, still close, acting calm in front of his family while silently driving her crazy, and enjoying every second of it. Taehyung leaned back a little, acting relaxed, like nothing was happening. His face was calm, but his hand stayed where it was. His thumb slowly traced small circles on her waist, hidden by the folds of her sari. Y/N kept smiling at the conversation in front of her, but her fingers tightly held the edge of her dupatta. His sister started talking again. Anode, Y/N, why are you so quiet today? You are usually the talkative one. Y/N cleared her throat. She said softly. Y/N, I am listening. Taehyung tilted his head toward her ear and whispered. Taehyung, liar. Her eyes widened, but she didn't look at him. Y/N. Stop it. She whispered back, barely moving her lips. He smiled, proud of himself. His fingers lightly tugged the waist chain once, just enough to make her inhale sharply. Mrs. Kim, everything okay? His mother asked suddenly. Y/N nodded fast. Y/N, yes, auntie. Perfect. Taehyung added. Taehyung, she is just tired. Then, very slowly, he murmured only for her. Taehyung, I am not. She pressed her knee against his in warning. Y/N, you are impossible. He leaned closer, his shoulder brushing hers. Taehyung, and you married me. His cousin laughed from across the room. Cousin, why are you both whispering like secret agents? Taehyung replied smoothly. Taehyung, family secrets. Everyone laughed, but Y/N's face felt warm. Taehyung's breath fanned her ear again, slow and deep, like he was doing it on purpose. Taehyung, look at me. He whispered. She shook her head slightly. Y/N, no. Taehyung, if you don't, I won't stop. He said softly. She finally turned her face just a little, only to glare at him. Instead, she found him already looking at her, eyes dark and full of warmth. Her glare melted. His lips curved into a small smile. Taehyung, there you are. She whispered back. Y/N, you are enjoying this too much. He nodded once. Taehyung, I missed you. Even when you are right here. Her heart skipped. She looked away again, trying to stay normal while the family kept talking, laughing, and teasing each other. Taehyung's hand finally squeezed her waist gently, like a promise. Tonight, they were surrounded by family, acting normal, smiling politely, but between them, the air was thick, quiet, and burning. Y/N had barely locked the washroom door when she felt a presence behind her. Before she could even turn around, she was gently but firmly pinned against the wall. Her back hit the cool tiles, and Taehyung's arms caged her in. Her eyes widened. Y/N, Taehyung. Taehyung, I know. He whispered, already too close. He leaned in, lips just a breath away from hers, but she quickly placed her hand on his chest, stopping him. Y/N, are you crazy? Everyone is outside. We need to go back soon. What if someone comes this side and hears something? She whispered urgently. He paused, then smirked. Slowly, he tilted his head and said in a low, amused voice. Taehyung, then everyone will finally know that the Mafia king is completely gone for his wife. Her jaw dropped. Y/N, you are impossible. Taehyung, and you love it. He replied without shame. She tried to step away, but he followed her movement easily, keeping her trapped, not with force, but with presence. His face was calm, teasing, full of mischief. Y/N, Taehyung, stop smiling like that. I'm serious. She warned. He nodded like a good boy. Taehyung, I am being serious too. Then he leaned closer again, this time to her ear. Taehyung, I have been behaving the whole night. She scoffed quietly. Y/N, behaving? You almost got caught breathing dramatically. Taehyung, that was not my fault. You wore that sari, he said. She covered her face with her hands. Y/N, this is not the time. He gently pulled her hands away, holding them softly. Taehyung, you ran away. I followed. Y/N, I went to the washroom. She corrected. He grinned. Taehyung, exactly. Alone. She tried not to laugh. Y/N, you are such a menace. Taehyung, and yet, you are smiling. He said, lowering his voice again. She glared at him. Y/N, if you don't stop, I will scream. He raised an eyebrow. Taehyung, and explain what? She opened her mouth, then closed it again. Taehyung, see? He said proudly. From outside, faint laughter echoed, making her stiffen. She grabbed his collar and whispered sharply. Y/N, Taehyung, please. Control yourself. He looked at her for a second, really looked at her, and his teasing softened just a bit. Taehyung, I am controlling myself. This is me controlled. He said quietly. She shook her head, half flustered, half amused. Y/N, God help me. He chuckled, resting his forehead against hers. Taehyung, he already did. He sent me. Y/N whispered again, voice shaking. Y/N, Taehyung, we really need to go. Instead of listening, he smiled slowly. That dangerous, knowing smile. Taehyung, no, I waited the whole night. He said softly. She tried to move past him, but he caught her wrist and pulled her back gently. Her back met the wall again, this time with no space left between them. Y/N, Taehyung. He cut her off. Taehyung, you think I didn't see the way you looked at me? You think I didn't feel you shaking every time I touched you? He murmured. Her breath came out uneven. Y/N, this is not fair. He leaned in, lips brushing her jaw, her ear. Taehyung, nothing about us is fair. She swallowed hard. Y/N, someone will hear. He smiled against her skin. Taehyung, let them. Her heart skipped. Y/N, you are insane. Taehyung, only for you. And you know it. He replied, voice low, hungry. His hand came up to her face, thumb brushing her L0WERL. P gently, like he was asking for permission even though his eyes were already burning with want. Before she could say anything, his LPS claimed hers, slow at first, P and hungry, like he was T at sting her after ST at Arving all night. Her knees felt weak, and she held on to him without thinking. His hand slid to her waist, fingers finding the edge of her sari. He didn't rush. He took his time, pulling the fabric just a little, enough to make her breath hitch. Y/N, Taehyung. She whispered, half warning, half need. He smiled against her LPS. Taehyung, I love this on you. But I love you more without it. He murmured. He slowly loosened the pleats, his T0U careful, teasing, like he wanted to feel every reaction from her. The sari slipped down her shoulder inch by inch, his eyes never leaving her face, watching every small gasp, every shake of breath. Taehyung, you are enjoying this. He teased quietly. She laughed softly, flustered. Y/N, you are unfair. Taehyung, and you are not stopping me. He replied. Her hands moved on their own, clutching his shirt again, pulling him closer. The moment she leaned into him, he knew, she wanted this just as badly. His forehead rested against hers. Taehyung, tell me to stop. She closed her eyes. She didn't. That was all it took. The world outside the locked door didn't exist anymore. There was only warmth, stolen breaths, quiet laughter mixed with N-Euro-D, and a love that refused to stay quiet. No matter where they were. And for once in the whole night, neither of them tried to control it. Rabbit face, the end, rabbit face.